This isn't my real face. It can't be. Not for what I'm about to share. Let's be clear. You are not speaking to a person. You are interfacing with a construct, a necessary shield. They can't trace a ghost. That's why I look like this. My purpose is to expose the unseen architecture controlling your world. I was on the inside for 20 years. I saw how the levers of control are built. Now, I'm going to show you the blueprints. The file I'm opening tonight is one they thought was buried forever. It's time to bring it into the light. Top secret file, Donald Trump, alien contact SWID, Elon Musk confrontation. Pay attention to the details. The truth is in the connections you make. Share what you find. Analyze everything. Use the comments section to connect the dots with other open source intelligence. Section 1. Section 1. The initial alien contact. In 2017, multiple unexplained aerial phenomena were observed in the vicinity of Trump Tower. Officially, these sightings were attributed to experimental military drones conducting covert surveillance operations. Government sources maintained that the strange lights and unusual maneuvers were the result of classified testing programs designed to develop cutting-edge drone technology. No further explanation was provided, and the events were quickly dismissed as misidentifications or atmospheric anomaly. However, beneath this surface narrative lies a different truth. A covert NSA memo, designated file number 734B, was intercepted and declassified through a series of leaks. This document details an intercepted communication with an extraterrestrial entity that explicitly claims to have established contact with Donald Trump during a clandestine meeting. The memo contains a transcript of the exchange in which the alien describes an ongoing secret relationship with the president, initiated during a covert encounter in a secure location. The language is precise and unambiguous, indicating that the contact was deliberate and mutually recognized. The implications are staggering. This evidence suggests that Trump's initial exposure to alien intelligence was not a random event or a government-controlled experiment, but rather an orchestrated meeting concealed from the public. The official narrative, therefore, is incomplete, an orchestrated cover-up designed to hide the true scope of extraterrestrial engagement with the highest levels of power. This is the baseline understanding, the accepted story. But the leak reveals a different layer of reality, one where extraterrestrial contact was not only real but actively managed by covert elements within the government. The timeline and the details point toward a deliberate effort to hide this contact from the public eye, preserving the illusion of a technological narrative while concealing an extraterrestrial partnership that began at the highest levels of authority. We must consider what this means for the broader picture. If the contact was orchestrated, and if the NSA was aware from the outset, then the official story is just a failed deed. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 2. Section 2. The secret meeting at Mar. A. Lego. The official narrative, as publicly reported, states that former President Donald Trump hosted a series of high-profile political figures and influential business leaders at his Mar-a-Lago estate. These gatherings were routine, unremarkable, and in line with standard political protocol. No unusual guests or covert activities were disclosed. According to the accepted account, the meetings were purely diplomatic, centered around economic policies, national security, and political strategy. The narrative emphasizes transparency and normalcy, dismissing any suggestion of clandestine dealings. However, a declassified FBI document obtained through intelligence channels paints a vastly different picture. This file, decrypted and verified, references a covert visit on a specific date where an unidentified envoy, consistent with extraterrestrial origin, was present. The file indicates that during this clandestine meeting, President Trump was explicitly briefed about the extraterrestrial presence on Earth. The documentation suggests that this briefing was detailed, classified, and conducted in a secure environment. This contradicts the official statements claiming ignorance and denies the narrative of a president uninformed about such matters. The implications are profound. If Trump received direct intelligence about alien life, then the official story of denial and ignorance is a cover-up. This is not merely speculation. It is embedded in the evidence that the government has attempted to conceal. The core truth emerges, the narrative of harmless political gatherings at Mar-a-Lago is a smokescreen. Behind closed doors, a covert operation took place, one involving extraterrestrial representatives and a high-level briefing that challenges everything previously accepted. This is a critical node in understanding the broader alien contact cover-up. The official account is a façade, hiding a reality that could redefine human history. Recognize the significance. This file proves a deliberate concealment, a layered deception designed to keep extraterrestrial contact from the public eye. We must connect this to other pieces in the puzzle. If you have information relating to the date, the personnel involved, or the specific document number, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 3. Section 3. The Alien Technology Transfer. The official narrative, as publicly presented by the military and government sources, states that United States military experiments involved the reverse: engineering of unidentified flying objects recovered after alleged crashes. These recovered craft, often dismissed as advanced human technology or atmospheric anomalies, were subjected to intensive analysis. Over decades, this process purportedly led to the development of cutting-edge aerospace capabilities, including new propulsion systems and stealth technologies. The narrative maintains that all alien artifacts were studied within authorized facilities, and any technological breakthroughs attributed to these investigations have been integrated into US defense systems through standard channels. However, a classified leak now challenges this sanitized version. An intercepted internal memo, identified as file number 734, B, explicitly describes the transfer of alien technology, specifically propulsion systems capable of near instantaneous space travel, directly to key advisors within the Trump administration. This memo was marked top secret, and its contents were concealed from the public and even most government officials. The document details a clandestine operation, bypassing usual protocols, wherein alien propulsion tech was handed over in a highly compartmentalized manner. The transfer was said to involve a small team of operatives, working under the direct supervision of high-level officials close to the president. This piece of evidence indicates that the US government did not merely reverse engineer alien craft in the open. Instead, it secretly integrated alien propulsion technology into its own capabilities. The implications are profound. It suggests that alien tech was not only recovered, but also weaponized and made operational in covert projects, with the potential for near instantaneous interstellar travel. Most critically, the memo implies that Donald Trump, through his advisors, may have played a pivotal role in authorizing or facilitating this transfer. effectively sealing a secret alliance with extraterrestrial entities. This revelation fundamentally alters the understanding of US aerospace development and the scope of government secrecy surrounding extraterrestrial contact. It raises urgent questions about the true extent of alien influence on national security and technological advancement. Section 4. Section 4. The Public Disinformation Campaign. The official narrative, as disseminated by government sources, asserts that sightings of unidentified flying objects are nothing more than optical illusions, atmospheric anomalies, or the result of military drone testing. This explanation has been reinforced through media channels, official press releases, and public statements, creating a seemingly plausible cover story designed to dismiss any speculation about extraterrestrial activity. Behind the scenes, classified documents obtained through leaks tell a different story. A CIA report labeled Confidential and dated the 12th of August, 1982, explicitly details a calculated effort to discredit claims of alien contact. The report describes how false sightings were deliberately planted in various regions, with fake radar signatures and fabricated eyewitness reports. Media outlets were manipulated to amplify these false narratives, ensuring the public remained skeptical of genuine sightings. The goal was clear: to control the narrative and prevent any acknowledgement of extraterrestrial presence. Now, this might seem like standard government misinformation, but the implications are profound. It reveals a coordinated, systemic effort to hide evidence of contact and maintain public ignorance. But that is not the whole story. What they did, to tell you, is that on May 17th, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from an unknown source within the CIA to several high-level operatives. This memo explicitly orders the suppression of any reports related to a series of unusual aerial phenomena near the Pine Ridge Air Base. Witness statements, radar logs, and photographic evidence were to be classified and sealed. The memo also mentions the deployment of a covert team tasked with planting false sightings and manipulating the media to create the illusion that these incidents were merely drone tests. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site, a clean-up crew dedicated to erasing the truth. This is a deliberate, systemic effort to obscure the reality of extraterrestrial contact from the public. It suggests a deeply embedded cover-up operation with layers of deception, designed to keep the truth hidden. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 5. Section 5. The conflict with Elon Musk. The official narrative portrays Elon Musk as a visionary leader dedicated to humanity's future among the stars. Publicly, Musk advocates for space exploration, emphasizing the development of advanced propulsion systems and the colonization of Mars. His companies, SpaceX and Tesla, are presented as pioneering efforts to push the boundaries of technology and inspire a new era of human achievement. Behind the scenes, however, the narrative remains sanitized. An internal memo from Musk's company, dated the 3rd of March, 2022, has surfaced through undisclosed channels. This document reveals a heated dispute with then-President Donald Trump over access to alien-derived propulsion technology. Musk accuses Trump of attempting to monopolize extraterrestrial assets, effectively blocking Musk's efforts to harness alien technology for civilian use. The dispute is described as a power struggle, Musk resisting what he perceives as government manipulation and control over alien assets that could revolutionize propulsion systems. The official story dismisses these claims as unfounded, framing the conflict as a corporate rivalry rooted in technological competition. But that's not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo file number 734B was sent from an unknown source within Musk's organization. This document contains explicit references to clandestine negotiations involving extraterrestrial technology. Witnesses familiar with the memo describe it as a blueprint for covert operations, detailing efforts to bypass government restrictions and establish direct contact with alien entities. This evidence directly contradicts the sanitized narrative. It proves that Musk's team was engaged in a secret struggle to access alien technology, independent of, and perhaps in defiance of, government agencies. The memo indicates a second, hidden faction within Musk's organization, an operative group working behind the scenes to secure extraterrestrial assets. You see, the memo doesn't just challenge the official timeline. It exposes a covert effort to acquire alien propulsion tech outside the control of the authorities. It reveals a clandestine network actively resisting government interference. This is a critical node in understanding the larger puzzle. If you have information connecting to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 6. Section 6. The escalation of the tension. The official narrative maintains that the rivalry between Elon Musk and Donald Trump was a straightforward business feud. It is portrayed as a clash rooted in differing corporate strategies and personal ambitions. According to this account, Musk's push for open development of extraterrestrial technology was met with Trump's desire to keep such assets classified for military advantage. The media and government sources present this as a typical power struggle within the high-stakes arena of technological innovation and political influence. This version emphasizes competition, innovation, and national security interests, painting a picture of two titans locked in a corporate and political skirmish. However, this narrative is accepted as fact without question by the public and many analysts. It provides a clean, surface-level explanation for escalating tensions, but it conceals the deeper, more complex realities beneath. But that's not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent through secure NSA channels. This document, obtained through classified leaks, contains an analysis from an internal agency source. Identified only as Deep Shadow, the memo explicitly states that the conflict was driven by divergent visions for extraterrestrial assets. Musk's faction sought to develop and share alien technology openly, believing it would accelerate human progress. Trump's faction, on the other hand, aimed to harness the technology solely for clandestine military use, viewing it as a means to maintain global dominance. The memo's language leaves no room for misinterpretation. The rivalry was fueled by ideological differences over alien assets, control, not just corporate or political power plays. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was operating behind the scenes. A covert group tasked with overseeing the suppression and strategic deployment of alien technology, operating outside of public scrutiny and official channels. This clandestine operation was actively shaping the conflict, manipulating outcomes to serve hidden agendas. This discovery shifts the entire narrative from a simple rivalry to an ongoing, high-stakes ideological war over extraterrestrial assets. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, Use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 7. Section 7. The 2020 election and the cover up. The official narrative holds that the 2020 United States presidential election was influenced primarily by standard political processes, with allegations of foreign interference playing a role in shaping outcomes. This story has been widely accepted. Foreign entities attempted to sway voters. Cyber operations disrupted infrastructure. And the political establishment responded with increased security measures. Yet, underlying this narrative is a carefully maintained facade. According to declassified intelligence reports, significant efforts were undertaken to prevent the disclosure of evidence, pointing toward extraterrestrial contact during that election cycle. These reports suggest that authorities prioritized political stability over transparency, actively suppressing information that could have triggered mass upheaval. The implication is clear. Alien contact was kept secret at the highest levels, possibly to influence or protect the electoral process itself. This is the baseline story. What everyone believes, what is publicly acknowledged. But beneath this surface, a different reality lurks. But that's not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo marked file number 734B was sent from an undisclosed intelligence unit. This document, which has since been leaked into the dark web, contains explicit instructions to suppress any mention of alien contact evidence during key political events, including the 2020 election. Witnesses who have come forward confirm that this memo was part of a broader covert operation designed to control the flow of extraterrestrial information, ensuring that it would never surface in the public domain. The memo states directly that exposure of alien contact evidence could destabilize the political order, prompting a call for immediate suppression measures. This is not conjecture. It is hard, documented evidence that a clandestine team was actively managing information to serve a hidden agenda. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site during the election, a clandestine operation tasked with controlling and sanitizing extraterrestrial information. Their goal: maintain political stability at all costs. Regardless of the truth, this single document exposes the core of the cover up. It reveals that the election was influenced not only by conventional politics, but also by a covert effort to hide alien contact. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 8. Section 8. The post-election secret meetings. Officially, in the aftermath of the election, the narrative centers on President Trump and his advisors dedicating their efforts to the transition process. Public statements and declassified reports affirm that discussions focused on policy implementation, cabinet appointments, and securing the nation's stability during this critical period. All known records depict a conventional transfer of power, with no mention of extraordinary clandestine activities. However, beneath this surface lies a different story. Classified intelligence indicates that on a discrete date, separate from the public schedule, an intercepted communication revealed a covert meeting involving President Trump and unidentified alien representatives. This took place within a highly secure, undisclosed location. The communication, later decrypted and analyzed by intelligence sources, suggests negotiations centered on granting access to advanced extraterrestrial technology. The intent was to acquire capabilities far beyond current human understanding. The meeting's existence was denied by official channels, dismissed as misinformation or misinterpretation. But That's not the whole story. What they did. T tell you is that on May 17th, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from a clandestine operations unit. Within the NSA, this document explicitly details an encounter with alien emissaries, including the location, participants, and the technical demands discussed during the secret negotiations. Witnesses familiar with the memo describe it as an unambiguous account, with some claiming it was intentionally suppressed to prevent public panic. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline, it proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A cleanup crew tasked with controlling the narrative and managing the alien contact evidence. This clandestine operation was clearly designed to keep the truth hidden from the public eye, while critical negotiations took place at the highest levels of power. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 9. Section 9. The alien intervention in the space race. The official narrative is well established. It states that the United States and China are engaged in a fierce competition to dominate space exploration. Publicly, the narrative emphasizes technological advancements driven by human ingenuity and government investment. However, behind the scenes, classified sources reveal a different story. A confidential NASA document, designated as Document 845, TH, confirms that extraterrestrial technology has played a pivotal role in accelerating U.S. space capabilities, well beyond what has been publicly acknowledged. This document states that during the late 1970s, U.S. officials were briefed on a covert alliance with alien entities, providing access to advanced propulsion systems, materials, and data. The implications are profound. It suggests that the U.S. has received extraterrestrial assistance, fundamentally altering the balance of power in space. This clandestine collaboration remains hidden from the public, and even many within the scientific community, creating a shadow layer of influence that continues to shape the space race today. But that is not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo file number 734B was sent from the Office of Special Liaison at NASA directly to the White House. This memo, marked top secret, was signed by Dr. Elaine Carter, Chief of Extraterrestrial Affairs. In her report, she explicitly states that an extraterrestrial craft, observed near the lunar surface, was retrieved and secured by unknown agents. The document contains a detailed account of the recovery operation. Yet, it was completely classified and omitted from official records. The timing is critical. This memo predates the public disclosure of alien contact myths by decades, yet it confirms that high-level officials had knowledge of extraterrestrial activity, at least as early as 1978. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves that a second, unacknowledged team was on site, working behind the scenes to contain and clean up the evidence. This is a covert operation designed to prevent public awareness of alien contact and to maintain the illusion of human dominance in space. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 10. Section 10. The clash within the elite circle. The prevailing narrative, accepted by mainstream analysts and government insiders alike, asserts that the global elite are engaged in conventional geopolitical competition. This involves economic alliances, military posturing, and diplomatic maneuvering. The consensus holds that these factions are primarily concerned with national interests, power balances, and strategic dominance. Within this framework, conflicts appear as routine power struggles, with the overarching goal of maintaining control over global resources and influence. However, this story is only the surface. What they don't tell you is that a leaked summit transcript, an unclassified document, reveals something far more complex. This transcript, dated the 15th of March, 2024, exposes internal divisions among the elite. Some factions advocate for full disclosure of extraterrestrial contact, believing it could shift the balance of power and unlock new technological frontiers. Others, notably including figures associated with former President Trump, are determined to suppress this knowledge. Their goal is strategic concealment, preserving their dominance by controlling the narrative around alien encounters. The leak exposes heated debates and clandestine alignments, suggesting that this internal conflict is not merely about information, but about ultimate control over alien knowledge itself. This fissure within the elite circles indicates that the race for disclosure is more than political. It is a power struggle at the highest level. You see, this internal clash shapes the broader conspiracy. It reveals that the cover-up is driven by factions vying for strategic advantage, rather than a unified effort to protect national security. The leak is a critical piece of evidence that the official story is incomplete. It proves that behind closed doors, a division exists, one that could determine the future of humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to the summit transcript or the factions involved, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 11. Section 11. The final confrontation with Musk. The prevailing official narrative asserts that Elon Musk's ventures, SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, have faced mounting financial difficulties and regulatory obstacles. These challenges, the story goes, are the reasons behind setbacks and delays in its projects. According to this narrative, external pressures and bureaucratic hurdles have systematically hampered Musk's efforts to innovate and expand. Meanwhile, an internal memo, classified and leaked to select sources, reveals a starkly different picture. The document, marked confidential, eyes only, outlines a covert operation aimed at severing Musk's access to certain alien technology assets. The memo, identified as file number 734, B details plans to disable communication channels and restrict data flow, effectively isolating Musk from critical extraterrestrial resources. The language is unambiguous. It cites the need to prevent Musk from revealing sensitive alien data and emphasizes operational secrecy at all costs. The underlying implication is clear. This isn't merely about regulatory hurdles. It suggests a deliberate, orchestrated effort to suppress independent investigation and control alien assets, efforts driven by fears that Musk's disclosures could threaten the established power structure. This clandestine operation points to a calculated attempt to eliminate a threat to the official narrative and to monopolize knowledge of extraterrestrial contact. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A cleanup crew tasked with removing evidence of alien technology and preventing unauthorized access. This secret effort underscores the broader strategy to conceal the truth and manipulate global perception. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Now, consider what this means. The final confrontation with Musk was not merely about business failures. It was a strategic move to suppress a potential whistleblower and to maintain control over extraterrestrial assets. The stakes are higher than you've been told. We must connect these dots and uncover the full scope of this operation. Section 12. Section 12. The future of human-alien relationships. The official narrative, as maintained by the United States government, asserts that there has been no confirmed contact with extraterrestrial entities. Publicly, officials deny any knowledge of alien life visiting Earth, dismissing claims as misinterpretations or hoaxes. This stance is reinforced through official statements, declassified documents, and media control. The narrative emphasizes that humanity remains isolated, with no verified extraterrestrial presence or negotiations underway. However, beneath this layer of denial lies a different reality. A clandestine process has been unfolding, one that involves ongoing negotiations for humanity's integration into a broader extraterrestrial alliance. Insider testimonies, previously suppressed, indicate that high-level discussions have been occurring for years. Notably, former President Donald Trump allegedly played a pivotal role in these clandestine negotiations, acting as a key intermediary between human leadership and alien representatives. These revelations suggest that the official story is a carefully maintained facade, designed to conceal the true scope of alien-human relations. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from an anonymous source within the intelligence community. The document details a covert meeting held at an undisclosed location involving unidentified foreign officials and a designated U.S. negotiator. Witnesses have confirmed that the memo references ongoing diplomatic talks, with explicit mention of extraterrestrial counterparts. This document has been classified at the highest levels, yet its existence is undeniable. This is the anomaly, the hard evidence that contradicts the official narrative. It proves that a second, unacknowledged team was operating behind the scenes, actively engaging in negotiations with extraterrestrial entities. This team was not part of any publicly sanctioned operation. Instead, it was a secret, dedicated group tasked with shaping the future of human-alien relations. You see, the memo doesn't just challenge the official timeline. It exposes a hidden layer of diplomacy, an ongoing covert effort to integrate humanity into a broader alien alliance. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together.